Hi, Vanessa?
Yes, Ted?
Yeah, I'm here about joining SEAC.
Please come in. Hello,
Hi.
and welcome to Module 1, Purpose of a Special Education Advisory Committee, or SEAC, to our friends. By the end of this module, the participant will be able to describe the purpose of SEAC, identify the key members of SEAC, identify the key roles of SEAC, and learn to play the ukulele.
Oh.
Time permitting, of course. Please, take a seat. So, what do you need to know about SEACs? Well, for starters, our volunteer members provide advice to school board trustees about special education programs and services.
That makes complete sense.
You know, SEACs have been around since 1980. That was the year The Empire Strikes Back was released, and look what an impact Star Wars has made on our culture. Make no mistake, SEACs are a big deal. In fact, all 72 school boards in Ontario must have a SEAC. You play a vital role in delivering special education across the province. Do you understand?
Yeah, definitely.
Let that wash over you. Never minimize your impact. You see, SEAC members are important community volunteers whose contributions should be recognized and supported. Being a member of SEAC gives voice to students with special education needs and leads to positive change for those students in your school board.
Yeah, that's actually why I want to be a part of this.
Wonderful. SEAC members also play a role in reviewing the annual special education plan and related budget. Not to worry, we'll explain everything. Finally, SEAC members are required to meet 10 times per school year. Will that work for you?
Yeah, I think it should.
Great, because if you miss 2 consecutive meetings, we might have to have a chat.
Super.
Super. Now, keep in mind these are advisory committees. Therefore, your role is to provide input to be considered by the school board when reviewing anything to do with special education. Now, feedback from SEACs is legislated, but remember the school board is not required to implement any recommendations made by SEACs, no matter how superb your ideas may be.
Wonderful.
Now, I know what you're thinking. How can I become a member of this hip crowd? Well, for starters, you must be at least 18 years old, you must be a Canadian citizen, you must live in the school board's jurisdiction, and be an elector or taxpayer for the school board. Oh, and you cannot be an employee of the school board. Also, membership is $100.
Oh, I didn't come prepared. Do you take debit? Check?
I'm kidding.
Oh,
It's a volunteer position.
of course.
But I love your commitment. Now, membership terms last 4 years, same as trustees. The process for inviting nominations to SEAC may vary from school board to school board. For example, one board may accept nominations as early as September of an election year, while another may still accept nominations for several months following an election. So it's a good idea to check in with your school board to find out their particular process.
Noted.
So who is a part of this happy SEAC family, and what do they do? Well, SEACs are made up of trustees, local associations, additional members, sometimes referred to as members at large, and, where applicable, First Nations representatives. Over here is my happy SEAC family.
Aww.
Let's start with the trustees. Now, the number of trustees is determined by Regulation 464/97 and the size of the school board, but there can be up to 3 of them. Trustees are in a unique position to participate as members of SEAC because they are elected officials and therefore are ultimately responsible for making decisions about special education programs and services, including the special education budget. Are you still following me?
Yeah, actually, I did a little bit of reading before I came here and checked out the school board's website to see the list of association members.
You've got gumption. I like that. Yes, there can be up to 12 local association members on SEAC. Now, the definition of a local association is listed in the regulation, but the important aspects are that the organization operates locally, meaning they have members or families in the school board, and they are also linked to a provincial organization that advocates for the interests of exceptional students.
Now, aren't all students exceptional in their own way?
You're right about that, Ted. But for our purposes, the term exceptional student refers to students who have needs related to behavior, communication, intellectual, or physical abilities. Each member and their alternate is nominated by their association and appointed by the board. Up next, additional members, also known as members at large. Now, the school board trustees decide how many of these folks are included in SEAC. The process for selecting additional members and the qualifications required does vary between school boards. Additional members are a valuable component of SEAC because they bring different perspectives to the discussion.
Neat.
Lastly, there are board personnel, such as support staff who assist the work of the committee by taking minutes, or supervisory staff who are responsible for special education programs and services. The board personnel may also include principals and teachers who can provide a perspective from the school level about special education. Now, the board personnel are non-voting members of the committee. Okay. Any questions so far?
Yeah, actually, what do I do as a member of SEAC?
I thought you'd ask, and we'll get to that in Module 2, Roles and Responsibilities. But for now, we're out of time.
Oh, so no uke lesson?
Sorry, no ukulele. I've got yoga lattes in 10 minutes.
I don't know what that means.
Thanks for coming in, Ted.